Hello, my loves. Happy Valentine's Day. As you can tell below, we're here to do a little bit of a Valentine's Day look. And I got a little backdrop set up for you guys. So I know my boyfriend in the other video. So the M is for him, the J is for me. I hope you guys like my little setup. So today I'm gonna be doing a Valentine's themed look. And I'm thinking about doing maybe a pink lid with a smoked out red, or maybe something even different, like a nice beige with a neutral tone and then just a smoked out under eye of red. But we're gonna just get on the ball and go with it and see where we go from there. So first I'm gonna just get my eyebrows done just so that they're out of the way. When I do my shadow, everything will be nice and done up there. And then after the shadow, we'll go on with the face and then we'll have a finished look. So just some information. So if you're new here, welcome. And if you're returning, welcome back. Make sure to subscribe, like, and comment to be entered into the little battle of subscription giveaway. And also keep an eye out for the 80 subscriber giveaway that I'm gonna be doing when we reach 80 subscribers. So make sure to share my videos, get everybody involved so we could hit that 80 and do another giveaway. A few different palettes today. And I'm really excited because I'm actually gonna be using some that I've never used before. So just to show you guys before we get started with my eyebrows, I'm gonna be using the Too Faced Chocolate Palette, and it's brand new. I never touched it before. It does smell like chocolate, like they say. Okay, so now that my eyebrows are done, I'm gonna be priming the lids with the Morphe in C1.55. This is the Fluidity Concealer that we tested out in the other video. Now, usually I would be doing this with like a MAC Painterly pot, shadow base, but today I just don't have any of those handy, so I'm gonna be going in with regular concealer. Now that my eyelids are prepped, I'm gonna be setting them with Divinity in the Too Faced Chocolate Palette. And this is just like a flat white color, almost, maybe even like a light peach, very light peach. I just go over the whole lid with it so the rest of the colors can blend smoothly and whatnot. So once that's done, I'm gonna be going in with a little bit of a pink. So the sprinkles color in the palette is like a light pale pink. And I'm just gonna be putting that in the crease. Now that that's all blended out, I'm gonna take Cotton Candy, which is this shade right here, and it's still a baby pink, but it's a little bit darker than the pale pink. And I'm gonna also be putting that in my crease. I'm gonna be taking a little bit of a smaller brush than this tapered brush. This was a brush with no name. I'm gonna be taking the Morphe x Jaclyn Hill JH32, and this is a bit of a tapered brush as well. So again, I'm gonna be just doing windshield wiper motions, and I'm gonna pack this on in the crease and then get it blended out. And then after that, I'm gonna go back in with sprinkles and just smoke out this pink color. Take this color in the James Charles palette and also use this as a transition color and go back in with the first brush and smoke out the darker pink color. Okay, so I'm gonna take a little bit of a smaller brush, and this is a JH33, and it's kind of like a packing brush, and I'm gonna go in with this darker pink color right here before I transition into the red color. Now, I know like maybe these don't really look like they'll go together, but I promise you when the look all comes together, it's really gonna look awesome. So I take a little bit of pigment on the brush and go ahead and pack this right in the crease. Like I said, I'm gonna be going in, sorry, with the JH32 again, and I'm going in with the color Cotton Candy. And now I'm just gonna be using Cotton Candy to go over, like right on top where Cotton Candy and the color in the James Charles palette meets, because I wanna smoke it out so it's not so harsh, the line. So I'm gonna be taking this Eco Tools brush. It doesn't have a number, but it looks like this. It's kind of a little packer brush as well. And I'm gonna go in with the red shade from the James Charles palette and just pack it like right inside the crease. I'm not gonna bring it up too much because it reaches your eyebrows. So I don't know if you guys can tell that this happened with the pink ones, but I actually did want the pink ones like that because I'm gonna try to keep the red right inside the crease so you can see the pink as well as the red, and the pink will kind of be like a smoky version of the red. Okay, so I'm back. So I'm sorry that I changed scene mid-video, but my boyfriend came home and it is Valentine's Day. So I did have to look like this crazy to him, but he did give me a little cute balloon and a nice bouquet of roses with a little hot toy and chocolate, which is over there. But I figured that now that everything is calmed down, that I would set up back at the house. And I tried to give a nice little Valentine's Day theme like the beginning of the video, but it's okay. I want to finish this. I was at the point where I added red to the outer corners of my eye. And then I just blended the tiniest bit in with the other color, as you can tell, but I left it nice and pigmented on the side. I was up to the part where I'm gonna do a halo look. Now, I've never done a halo look, so I want this to be the first time I do. And I want to do it with you. I hope everyone had a beautiful Valentine's Day. I know I did. I got so lucky this year to have all of you as my Valentine. Like I said, I'm going to be doing a halo look. And what that is instead of doing a cut crease like you saw me do in another video, a halo look is basically just putting the concealer in the middle of your eye, like so. And then once you get to the crease, just spreading it out just a very little bit so it looks like sort of like a halo. And then on the sides, you just, drag it out. And then, like I said, in the middle, concealer and covering up your whole eye, you just cover up the middle and you can put a pop of color in there. And I'll show you what we're gonna do in a sec. I'm gonna go ahead and do the other eye with this halo effect. Okay, so now that that's said and done, I'm gonna go back in with this red shade. And so I'm taking my Eco Tools brush. And like I said, I'm just going to blend the outer corner. You can always take more pigment if you feel like, you blend it out too much, and you can always also blend out more if you feel like you didn't blend out enough. So at this point, what I'm gonna do is get more of this red shade and pop it in the inner corners of my eye. Okay, so now that that's done, I'm gonna go back in with the brush, with the first Jaclyn Hill brush, and go in with the shade Cotton Candy and just smoke out what we just did. You have to be a little bit careful with this because if you take too much of the red on your brush, it can start working its way up to your eyebrow, and we don't want that. We wanna stick to strictly the pink above where we put the red. That's why we didn't use windshield wiper motions for it. But when blending it out, obviously we're gonna get a little red on the brush. So it's important to realize where you're going. You know what I mean? If you see that it's getting too high, maybe stop and take like a cream color or a neutral shade, more neutral than the shade that I'm using now, because I did say this was my transition color, and go back in up there and kind of like start over basically. Okay, so I'm gonna go with the same brush and take the shade Sprinkles, which is a little bit lighter, and again, just do the same thing. Okay. So once you get it to where it looks nice and blended out, then you decide what you're gonna do for the halo look. For the halo look, I'm thinking of putting a color down here and then going over it with a nice glitter. So from the Chasing Rainbow palettes, I'm gonna take the color Not Playing. I've used this before as a highlighter, and boy, when I tell you about this color, oh, it is amazing. 249 brush. It sort of looks like a cut crease brush, which I just used not a cut crease brush to do. So I'm just like losing today. Unfortunately, I don't have anything but the Morphe setting spray with me. So hopefully this works to wet the brush after I get some on, because I definitely don't want to waste this. I don't know, that accent is horrible and I always do it. All right, so let's see how this works, guys. I'm going to use this, like I said, as my halo color, and I'm gonna just work it in the middle of my eye. Afterwards, we're gonna fix this red over here for sure, because we wanna make that like our look pop, but at the same time, make that cut crease, but at the same time, make that halo pop too, because that's where all the attention is gonna be drawn to, is the halo effect. But also, if your halo effect like blends out your other eyeshadow, it doesn't look so good. I'm gonna try not to cover it all with the glitter, because I do totally love this color, but I want it to be like a really awesome look. So we got to add glitter. It's glitter time. I hope everybody got whatever they wanted for Valentine's Day. I was happy. I actually got the Jeffree Star mystery box as one of my Valentine's Day gifts. And my boyfriend told me not to open it until today, because like obviously like he was like, I'm not gonna get you something else, so don't open it. But I was like, I need to open it. And I'm glad I did, because it started my YouTube career. So we gotta thank Mikey for that. Thank you, Mikey. Da, da, da. So maybe I'll attach a picture right here of how I decorated the room for him when he came. I'm so cute, right? Okay, so I added a few coats to this, but now before we do the glitter, I'm gonna go back with the red shade with like either the tip of this brush, or no, I'm gonna go back in with like a precise detailed brush and just kind of like outline that red. And you guys will see what I'm talking about in a minute. I just got so nervous for a second because I thought I didn't bring the glitter palette with me. I was about to cry because today already wasn't going so well after what happened. Like I wasn't able to finish my video, but okay, we're good. We're good. It's here. Just using this to kind of make like a stopping point with the red. And obviously this looks like a harsh line right now, but we'll smoke it out a little bit. I do kind of want it to look like a line. So I'm not going to go crazy with smoking it out, but I am definitely going to get it away a bit. So I'm going to take the line and actually like wing it out with it also, because that'll definitely be easier in the end for when we want to create that winged look. And also it looks cute, so. Pretty much done. I'm gonna go back in with my smaller blending brush and blend out the line just a little bit with one of the colors from here. And I'm gonna use the James Charles one because I loved the pale pink, and I think that it'll blend out the red very nicely because the other shades are a bit sparkly and I don't want like it getting too sparkly. Then we can move on to the glitter. So we gotta prep our lids for glitter, and you can use a glitter primer. Last time I used too much, so you only wanna use a little bit of glitter primer. It's not something that you need so much of. I'm going to just add the tiniest drop and just put it on where I put the halo effect. And I'm not even gonna put it on the whole thing, because like I said, I like the color. So I'm kind of gonna do like a halo effect on my halo effect, if that makes any sense. Love to see you guys like your Valentine's Day looks, like what you got for Valentine's Day, your cat. Oh, shout out to Thomas the cat. He's my fan now, as of yesterday. On the video I posted yesterday, I got a comment that Thomas the cat was watching my video, so you already know I was nuts, crazy. Who's Thomas the cat, you ask? I don't know either, but I'd love to meet him one day. All right, so this is my glitz and glam. This is my Glamour Chicks palette. It is pressed pigment glitter palette. It is absolutely stunning. And now I'm gonna just take a look and see which glitter we're gonna. This is the baby pink. This one's like a, I can't even, like a bubblegum pink. But I don't want to do a red because I was sticking with like a pink. That one would be like too much. Ooh, they all like kind of blend in too much, but this one kind of looks really pretty. Let's see. Now, last time I used the brush with these, it didn't work out for me that well. It like started to get really clumpy, and it like really didn't even look like glitter. It more looked like glitter mixed with glue, and nobody wants that. I realized that just by taking your finger and at first patting and then swiping, you get the glitter on, but then when you swipe, you get the actual like color that they have. So it's kind of hard to explain, but these pressed glitters are a color as well as a glitter. So like I said, you can just pat on to get like the nice glitter on there, but once you start swiping, you get whatever pigment that shade of glitter is. So if you can tell, this one has like a kind of like silvery pinkish pigment once you start swiping. This one has like a bluey like iridescent glitter when you color when you start swiping, and this one just has like a nice like glittery like pink silvery, again like same thing once you start swiping. But this one kind of is like the most blinding one of them all, so I picked that one, and I'll fix up around it after I just go in with the other eye. Okay, so that's what we're looking like right now. I'm gonna go in with my red and try to smoke this out a little bit to make it look even better. Okay, so I went back in with my red shade because I guess when we were smoking it out with the pink, it kind of wore off, and I just packed on the color over on the outer corners and on the inner corners. Now I'm gonna go back in with a more precise brush and just over the top of the entire thing, again, just draw our red line. Okay, so now that that's done, I'm gonna go in with the Cotton Candy shade from the Too Faced palette one more time and just try to add a little bit more color up on the top. Now I wanted this to be like a cute red pink looky, but the pinks in this look really didn't come out the way I wanted them to. But like I said, we live and we learn. Hopefully when I do my bottom, maybe I could add like a hot pink. So I'm gonna go do my face and I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm back and I just completed my face. I still have my bake on and I wanna show you guys a little trick. So once you're done baking, they say to make a more natural look, brush the bake off with like a face powder of your color. So I'm gonna be taking the Farrah 50F brush that we saw in the Ipsy video and just putting a little bit of the powder on and dusting away the Laura Mercier powder that I used to bake my face with. Okay, so when I bake my face, I always have a problem that it's really white down here. Now I love like the sharp look of it, but when it's too white, it's like not even pretty. So I'm glad that I found this tip and trick and it definitely does work. So I would totally recommend you guys doing this because it doesn't really add like an extra layer or anything because you're kind of still just dusting it off, but it does add that dimension so you're not so white after your bake, you know? And it gives that perfect like transition almost into your bronzer. So again, it's not going from like a dark bronzer to a white, you know? So now like I have this sharp cut look, but it's blended in, you know? It's not like weirdly unfinished, you know? So I'm also gonna be taking a little bit of this and doing a dusting on my forehead of the eyeliner up and around the wing of the up and around the wing of the eyeshadow so it kind of like attaches and it doesn't look like the eyeshadow is just like floating there, you know what I mean? Kind of this like flat top brush and I'm gonna go in with the red shade and just stick to my outer corner and kind of connect it up there. And I'll show you what I mean by that right now. And then on the inner corner, I'm gonna take like a really nice light pink shade and build it up so we can match the top. Look at that, ooh, fire. Okay, so I went a little crazy with that, but I'm just gonna a very little bit take this same shade and do the top of my brow bone and do the bottom of my brow bone. Because this blends in perfectly with the pink shade up there, so it gives it that nice little like icy look. Like a really interesting lip look. I wanna outline with like a pink and then do a nice red lip. Yeah, what's up? Love you guys. I look gorgeous. All right, so I'm just gonna go back in with X Supermodel one more time. Okay guys, so this is the finished look. I went ahead and I put lashes on off camera because that's definitely a video for another day. And I pop a glitter for like a halo look on my lip. So comment below, tell me what you guys think. I wanna come closer so you guys can see everything. So you can be notified for when I do the 80 subscriber giveaway. And comment below what you think, what you wanna see from me, and anything new. And love you guys. And